So let's talk about the Doom re-releases. The first bit of news actually is that over the weekend in London there was QuakeCon. We were actually present with Emily here from the new Byte, where they also had this nice poster here, QuakeCon, Year of Doom. And it's quite cool actually. You know, they had updates, they talked new gameplay stuff for Doom Eternal, of course, and they also just released then on Saturday the Doom 1, 2, and even Doom 3 release for the Nintendo Switch. Doom 1 and 2 cost $5 and Doom 3 cost $10, which is not bad, it's an absolutely fair price, but there are a few things that are a little weird with it. There's a video from Modern Vintage Gamer where he talks about how it can't be really that a game that all gets all of a sudden DRM, because what you needed to do is that you needed to log into your Bethesda net account. That was a problem for some people, in case, for example, if you couldn't connect with the service, you were not able to log in and actually play the game, but there were a few things that came after that. So first is that, yeah, you have to log in, and it's really weird for a game that was started as a shareware game. But if you were able to log in once, you can not log in anymore after that. And the reason why they did this actually is that Bethesda said in the follow-up tweet here, that the Bethesda Net login requirement was included for the Slayers Club to reward members for playing the classic Doom games. Login should be optional, and we're working to change the requirement to optional now. Here's the thing, I don't know how much that really is true and how much we can believe them. Because this doesn't happen, you know, alone. This is not happening in a vacuum. Overall, in the releases that happened with Bethesda, we also saw last week also the release of Wolfenstein Youngblood, which is the first game they released in a row, you know, of single-player games, which now is okay having a co-op mode. And they also include loads of microtransactions for cosmetic items. And seemingly, yes, they aren't too bad, but still, they are in there, and they're the beginning of probably including more of these, you know, practices into other games. And looking forward to Doom Eternal releasing at the end of the year. I don't know how much, you know, the game is still safe from that, because while Bethesda had the campaign Save the Single Player, they also did Fallout 76, loaded that up with a bunch of bullshit, which, you know, of course they get new Battle Royale map and even a raid later on, but we cannot really forget what happened until then, you know, when the duffel bag came about, there wasn't a real proper canvas bag. They gave the people just a few atoms, you know, that the premium currency, which wasn't even enough to buy anything really, and so on. They're trying to milk that franchise. They're going on with Wolfenstein now, and who knows what next happens with Doom Eternal, you know. On its own, this login thing is not a problem. I get that. But it just gets me a little bit worried, and you know, what will happen with the new titles in the future, especially with Doom Eternal again, releasing at the end of the year. So yeah, the login thing has been solved. You will not be required to log in anymore in the future, but it doesn't shine a good light on Bethesda right now, what they're doing. Additionally, on top of that, also the Nintendo Switch versions have slower running music apparently. It's just a few percent points slower than the original ones, but still, this is also really annoying to me, at least, because I really like the music and doing this. I know how it's, you know, driving me forward when slowed down. It's just, you know, the fact really loosens this effect, and that's another thing that's annoying me. Nonetheless, of course, follow us Emily under @EmilyHM45, because she did a bunch of posts from QuakeCon on the past weekend, and of course, check out the newbyte.com for any more news coverage. And also, yeah, on a side note, people already found out how to cheat unlimited gold coins, which you can use to get these microtransactions and boosters and everything. So we don't know how much longer it will be able to be done, but right now you can literally use a cheat engine, which you can get anywhere, and just cheat your way through. But you cannot get yourself unlimited ammo and health, because this is apparently server-side rendered. Premium currency that you have to buy up, or can earn very, very slowly inside of the game. That's what you can cheat. So that's a funny thing.